Hello friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Shankara Buildpro. How's the valuations, how is it looking, and what lies ahead. So let's get started. First, all disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation, and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Shankara Build Pro, here's a small request that kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Once you get a $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and number of podcasts I put up from time to time. And also, if you can pay $100 upfront, you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. And also, if you cannot pay through card or on Patreon, you can join the YouTube membership or you can email me with other sorts of memberships that are available. Now, what the company established in 1997, Shankara provides tiles and specialty building materials. This has become one of the in thing because of the kind of renovation that people started doing once there was a complete shutdown and people were working from home. So, over the last 3-4 years, the business overall has done well in terms of home improvement, but due to cost pressures, the tiles business, the manufacturing, etc., has been a lot of cost incurred by the company. So eventually, bottom line has not grown for most of the companies. It had a stellar IPO and the stock did extremely well, but now it has gone down appreciably from those levels. More than 50% from those levels have been shaved off. In terms of numbers, these are Q4 numbers. So sales went up by 22%, which is quite decent this time around in the March quarter. The profit was up by 45%, and this triggered a move in the stock from around 500 levels to what it is currently trading at. It moved nicely from 500 550, and the numbers are surprisingly good, which is good for most of the mid cap companies. There have been a lot of cost pressures, but here margins have expanded. There has been a reduction in debt. Its high promoter and institutional holding is there. 15% free float is there. ROE of 6.5% is increasing, and margins are now more than 4%. If we look at the June quarter, it would be even better. So margins are improving at the moment. In terms of the performance, growth started slowing down before 2020. So actually, what triggered all this is that although the whole business of home improvement did extremely well, but companies which were big brands, which had a lot of moat, which were leaders, did extremely well. So in paints, it was Asian Paints that were doing well. In you can say in the home improvement businesses, there have been a lot of companies providing IoT products, state of the art technology products. They did well. In the tiles business, Kajaria etc. did extremely well, or larger tile companies did well, or bathroom improvement companies. Whereas in the quartz business, there were other companies, other you can say unorganized players, which were doing well in terms of that. Plus, in terms of kitchen, modular kitchens or kitchen renovation, there are other companies that have got in there. So the competition had you can say increased from 2019-20 onwards. So pandemic hit the business badly at that time. In 2020 it did. In 21 things started to get back to normalcy, so margins did start to shrink, etc. Although sales have grown in a difficult environment, and that is a positive for the company. So a small cap company doing well on the sales front was a big positive. But now what is happening is that apart from sales, the profitability is also increasing. At least the last quarter shows that. So the company is coming back into shape. This sector is coming back into shape, and the sentiment is positive with respect to home improvement, etc., that we see all around us, although the costs have increased, and that is going to show in the June quarter numbers because of the higher oil prices. But I just feel that around 500 550, that has been priced in. So stock has been an underperformer since listing, but now is showing signs of recovery. In terms of technicals, there is strong support around the 650 levels, and it was a crucial level that it took that out with higher volumes. And now it seems like 650, 660 should hold. Very short term support is around 740, 750. So if somebody wants to take a trade, they can take a trade with a stop loss at 740 or 738 or something like that. But keep strict stop losses taking a trade, and whatever trade you take, you have a 1 is to 3 ratio in it. And once you make your money, take your profits off, because this is a volatile market, although the stock is looking strong on charts. So it can be bought as a trade with a strict stop loss. So what needs to be done? In my opinion, you can buy incrementally here. If you want to buy long term, just buy around 10-15% here. Wait for major declines to buy 10-15% more, and like that, buy in 4-5 tranches at least. Next 6 months could see subdued numbers. I still believe that the June and September quarter will not be that great. June because of the higher inflationary pressures, and September because of the monsoon season that the company doesn't do well normally. Seasonally, it is a weak quarter. So apart from that, I think this festive season should be good for most of these kind of companies. One of the best in this business, although a small cap. So have less than 5% exposure into such stock, but you can invest with the kind of numbers that it is producing. So this was my video on Shankara Buildpro. Please like and subscribe my channel. Hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. And kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.